busy. These guys will be busy, for sure. Danny Higginbotham, Tim Howard, I'm Ahmed Fareed. So a highly entertaining game. Arsenal with more of the chances in the first half. We'll get into the yellows and the red card ultimately. But for Arsenal, this has got to be a step in the right direction if you're Mikel Arteta.
I think it's a huge step. He's got a nucleus of young players that the sky's the limit. And we've obviously spoken about the Aubameyang situation. I think that can give growth to some of the younger players as well to see how that's been played out. Sometimes senior players can stop younger players coming out of the shell. But I also think it's a moment of growth for Arteta as well. I think he's learned on the job, and I think this has been an experience for him where he'll look back at it long term and be like, it's one of the best things that happened during my management career because I had to make a stand, and he's done that. Are they a better team without Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, at least right now? Right now, and you make an interesting point. I think sometimes, you know, these are some good kids at Arsenal. Saka and Smith Rowe Martin, they seem to do and say the right things. And if they're told that your leader is Aubameyang, they're going to fall into line. And that might not be being led in the right way. And so now that he's not there, I think you see a little bit of that expression of these younger players starting to flex their muscles and feel like, hey, we can take over now. You know, and I like it because Edu and Mikel Arteta have said, look, we're going with youth. We're going to trust in the system, trust in the process. We're going to bring in young players, and they're going to have their ups and downs, but we're going to stick with them. And you're seeing now some of that come out. I don't want to get overly carried away with this Arsenal team, but there are comparisons to a certain extent when you look at the great era for Manchester United. Beckham's, the Butts, the Scholes, the Nevilles coming through. The difference there between that Manchester United team and this Arsenal team, that Manchester United team was absolutely loaded with captains that would help the younger players. And that's all these younger players need because they have everything. They have all the tools. If I'm an Arsenal fan at the moment, I'm excited. I'm excited about the prospects of this team growing and maturing together. An opportunity perhaps for some of these younger players to take on more of a leadership role, and that's something we could see here over the next few weeks. So they deserve to win this game. They look like the better team for most of it. However, West Ham and their supporters are going to feel like they were done wrong by the official in this game. So let's take a look at the two yellow cards here to Coufal, because, Tim, in the studio here, it seemed like both of them were questionable. Yeah, and I don't agree with it. Look, Danny, I know you certainly don't agree with this. As the ball gets shifted across from Tierney, Coufal puts his arm across his chest. Initially, there's no argument here. He puts his arm straight across his chest there, and then it rides up to his chin. But it doesn't, whatever he's feeling there, clutching his face, it wasn't that. And so I can understand how they feel aggrieved. And so that was the first yellow. Here's the second. Yeah, in terms of this, I've spoken to a referee before, and he said that you want the punishment to fit the crime. That's not what happens here. So the first argument is, yes, Anthony Taylor gives the penalty, and then you're thinking to yourself, right, everybody knows you can win the ball but still give a foul away because it's a dangerous challenge. It then goes to VAR. I don't see in any point how this is a high challenge, how it's a dangerous challenge. He wins the ball. So what you find yourself with, and you keep seeing it, he wins the ball, and I don't think it's a high challenge. I don't think he's out of control. So what you find yourself with in this position is a situation where not only has a penalty been given, but you've also down to 10 men. So ordinarily, you look at it and you go, Anthony Taylor, he's got the call wrong. Go to VAR, Peter Banks, it's not a clear and obvious error. How is that not a clear and obvious error? Because A, it's not a penalty, he wins the ball, and it's not a sending off. So I'm all for VAR, but it has to rectify things, and that's not a penalty. I mean, they did look at it. What could they have seen there, and what could be their argument? That's the problem where I think the system's failed, because, Danny, I agree with you. Peter Banks in VAR looked at it. Anthony Taylor is taking his what he sees on the field, also information in his ear. He's not even had to go over to the monitor and look. We certainly agree that it wasn't terribly dangerous. Maybe he thought it was high, but it's still shin on shin. It's not like it's a stud. He wins the ball first. For me, I think the first yellow card wasn't, and I certainly don't think the second one was. Yeah, it didn't result in a goal. Fabianski with a great save on Lacazette, but it was enough to keep Arsenal ahead in this one. They did have the one-goal lead prior to all that happening. Gabriel Martinelli, the 20-year-old, his second Premier League goal of this season, talking after the game.
Gabriel, does that feel like a vital win against close rivals?
It was a very good game. We needed that win. It was so important for the team. We know the potential that we have. We are a young team, but it was a great victory, and yeah, I'm so happy.
Could you feel the energy in the stadium? Because people are seeing this as a statement now. You're pushing back into the top four.
We like to see the people like that cheer on us and happy with our performance.
Yeah, a bit of needle in the game, which we like. This is a London derby. You expect that, don't we?
Yeah, we knew that it was going to be a very hard, very difficult game. But as I said, we have a very good group. We have a very good players, and yeah, we won the game, and we are so happy.
You're piling on the pressure in the first half, just couldn't get it over the line. But straight after half-time, you make the breakthrough.
Yeah, they were defending well, and yeah, we were waiting for the moment. And thank you, Laka, for the assist.
Yeah, we could see the intensity from the team and the manager. He doesn't let you have cramp either. He sends you back out there.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Yeah, but this is a team, and I want to play every time, and yeah, I'm so happy, as I said.
And there's been a sort of circus around the captaincy this week, but it seemed there's no distraction from the dressing room, was there?
No, we are a team, and we are together, and it's up to Mika and to the whole team to decide who is going to be the captain.